You guys, if anybody told me post-grad was going to be like this, I wouldn't even have gone to school in the first place. Let me explain. Hey you guys, it's Riri or Rihanna. Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be talking all things post-grad. You guys, I feel like I've made multiple videos about post-grad now, but I was inspired once again on TikTok because a girl mentioned life after post-grad, and I was like, girl, I feel you. So let's get into it. So for a little bit of context, I graduated May 2024 from the University of Texas with a degree in human ecology, a minor in management information systems, and certificates in UX design. So I feel like how I got that degree is a whole nother story for a whole nother day. I might actually make a story time about how I got those degrees. Yeah, but for the meantime, fast forward, after post-grad, I was looking for jobs in UX design. As you can see, we still have not made it. It has been a difficult journey. I had to move back home. I've been back home, and even trying to find a part-time job is so difficult. And I feel like if you guys can relate to this, like, please let me know. Like, are we besties in the comments? Like, let's talk about it. So currently, what do? I am a full-time stay-at-home daughter that makes content about her life. Yeah, in the meantime, that's all I've been doing. Yes, I've been looking for jobs, but let me tell you about this job market. First of all, the ghost postings. We must stop. Why are there so many ghost postings, especially for part-time jobs? Like, that's how I know it's bad now, because ghost postings was like a full-time job type of thing for corporate. Now they're starting to do ghost postings for regular part-time jobs. For example, right, the other day, my mom was like, oh my gosh, you're always at the library reading, why don't you get a job at the library? I said, okay, cool, like, that's actually a smart idea, right? And she went as far as sending me the links to get, like, apply to the jobs at the library, to, like, I guess 2 libraries nearby, I would say. When I tell you I have not heard back from neither. So once again, like she said, I'm always at the library. So I was like, when I pick up my books, let me just ask her, like, about the job or see what's going on. And so I asked her, hey, like, how did you get your job here? And she said, oh, I just applied online, whatever. She's like, actually, let me see if I can help you out with that. She scrolls to the bottom, and then it just says, no jobs are currently available at the public library. And I was just thinking, like, okay, so where's my information going? The economy is so bad that you guys are doing ghost postings for part-time jobs. And you know what's crazy? I feel like as someone who's post-grad, the worst thing you could do is look up what's going on in the economy and in the political climate, because I feel as though every time I open Instagram, I open TikTok, they know who I am based on my analytics and what I watch and what I look at. It's always like, this amount of people in the tech industry have been fired, or we've lost this amount of money in the economy because this many people are unemployed. Or I officially seen it where somebody said this season is called the Great Recession. And then I also talk, because thank God I have older siblings, so I talk to them and, like, their friends and stuff like that, and they said, yeah, you guys are coming out at probably a worse time than we did in school, because I don't know if we probably all were way too young, but I think 2008, 2010s, that's when a recession, like, was just, I wouldn't say forming, but they were in the middle of the recession. And a lot of my siblings were just graduating, trying to figure out their own lives. And they said, yeah, you guys are probably going through 10 times worse than that, because we didn't have AI to compete for our jobs. Nor did we have these high exec people and those who have, like, their doctorates and masters fighting to get these entry-level positions. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Because we can't have all these people out of jobs. Like, eventually everything is gonna collapse. Those of the people I do know have a job, it's most likely they're either one, part-time, or two, they got their master's but still work entry level. With a master's, you got like a master's and you're working entry level. Like, it's stuff like that that kind of, it irritates me and it kind of pisses me off, because it's just, especially for them, because they did extra school. They went back to school for what, a year and a half, 2 years, and still they're fighting for entry level positions. That just blows my mind. On top of all of that, thank God I don't have a mom that's like, I have a mom that's very politically aware, and not only that, she understands the situation I'm in right now, because I feel as though if I had a parent that didn't, I would have probably ended up homeless, no food on my stomach, or just simply, I don't know, I feel as though some parents, they like to judge, and it'll be the little comments that really sting, like, oh, you're lazy, what are you doing, why don't you have a job, like, are you gonna go back to school, are you doing this, are you doing that? And I feel as though a lot of parents are not understanding of the situation right now until they're in it. Being in the job market right now, it totally sucks, and you could do everything in the book. For example, since I've been post-grad, there came a point in time, and I think I did this for a year, until I truly got tired. I remember the exact moment I burnt out. I came back from a trip for a funeral, and when I came back, I never knew how burnt out I felt until I got back home. So let me explain everything I was doing. I was applying to probably 20 jobs a day. I was on LinkedIn like crazy, like just connecting with people, messaging people on LinkedIn, like trying to get advice. I did get an apprenticeship, I will not lie, and it was definitely helpful for what it was for. However, I still did not get like a full-time position from the apprenticeship. I was basically doing work for free to get experience, and then once I did it, it was just like, okay, what now? And it was just a lot after a while. And imagine doing all of that every single day. Like, you have legit meetings with people, talking to people about how to, like, you're legit doing work that you would do at a 9-to-5 on top of applying to 20 jobs a day and messaging people on LinkedIn and doing different meetings and trying to network, also networking in person as well. I got tired. I felt as though I was trying to sell myself every single day. And I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. Now it's super hard to even apply to one job, because I feel as though I've been broken down so much, where in the back of my head, and this is a horrible way of thinking, do not do this to yourself, but I don't know, in my head I'm just like, I'm not gonna get the job. Like, I'm applying to it, but it's just, I'm already thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna get the job. Oh, the job is not gonna be mine. Because I've done it so many times. And you know what I also, like, I really cannot stand? People who have jobs and they try to tell you, like, how to do things. And it's just like, everything you, and it's no offense to them, because I know they're doing their best and they're trying to help, but at that moment it's just like, I don't want to hear that. Like, unless you have some secret sauce or you're gonna give me the job yourself, do not tell me what to do. It's one of those like, oh, you just gotta be consistent, hang in there, you have to network, you have to use AI for your resume, do this, do that. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, I've done everything in the book. I've used AI for my resume, I've networked with people in person and on Zoom, I've reached out, I've tried to perfect my craft, I've tried getting experience, I've done probably everything in the book. I've applied to 20 jobs a day. That don't work no more. That don't work. Oh, you have to cross-reference and make sure the actual website for the job is actually have that job available, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, I've done all of that. And then, or for example, perfect example, I hate when they do this too, where they're like, oh, you went to UT and you still don't have a job? Babes, just because I went to UT doesn't mean everybody is UT friendly. Like, yes, I went to UT, but I still cannot find a job. That don't mean anything. Yes, I have the UT banner on my LinkedIn, but that don't mean a thing. Because when I reach out to these people from UT, it's just like, oh, okay, well, I could tell you what to do, but, and exactly what I just said, like, oh, they'll tell me all this stuff, and it's just like, I did all of that already, and I still don't have a job. That's why I'm coming to you. Can you help me? And then I hate this. Like, I don't know about you guys, but let me know. I hate when people are like, oh, well, there's no positions available currently. So you telling me nobody's hiring right now? Nobody. And it's truly, when people say this, as much as I hate the saying, unfortunately it is so true. When you graduate college, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And all these nepo babies, I'm so jealous of these nepo babies, because half of the time, and I'm not going to discredit them at all, but I will say 40% of the time, I'm gonna say that 40% of the time, those nepo babies don't even know what they're doing. They just happen to know somebody that knows somebody, and they're in there. And here I am, bending over backward, doing tricks, flipping, cartwheels, everything. And I'm still in the same position I was before. It's to the point where I deleted LinkedIn off my, like, I deleted LinkedIn as if it was Instagram, because every time I opened it, it was defeating. And I think the only thing that's honestly truly keeping me sane is my mom's support, God, not looking at LinkedIn. And this sounds so unfortunate, but friends that could relate, yeah. Not saying I want them to relate, because this is a very bummy feeling, but at least I'm not alone. And so I think that really kind of inspired this video, because if I could make one less person feel lonely out there and feel like they're not being heard or seen or could relate to anybody, child, I am right here going through it with you. And I would say, like, my best advice for right now, if anybody's going through any of that, do something you actually like to do. Like, honestly, test out your hobbies. Figure out who you are as a person. Continue to apply to those jobs. I know it sucks. Trust, I know. I'm telling you, I get burnt out and had so much anxiety that it's really hard for me to apply to jobs now, but still do it. Honestly, you'll never know what will happen. If it's even one job a day or one job a week, hey, at least you did it. Like, pat on your back. Because honestly, I'm at the point where I'm happy where I could even get to the point where I apply to one job a week. Yeah, discover and do hobbies that you actually like. For me, for example, perfect example, this YouTube channel. I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I was just like, oh, I never have time, or I don't have the resources, or I just would make up 10,000 excuses. And then all of this is happening in my life, and I'm like, girl, you're really not doing anything at the moment. Why don't you just start your YouTube channel? And I did, and now I have so many of you guys subscribe to me, which thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you guys. So far, that has been Post-Grad. Also, spinning back on to the why I only applied to one job a week, I think I've gotten to the point where I've applied to so many jobs that it's kind of weird. Where if I look on if you guys know, for example, I'm gonna just say company name as a company. So say company name has a work board where you could see all the jobs you've applied to. I've gotten to the point where I've applied to so many jobs on that one job board that it doesn't make sense for me to apply anymore. And that's within the 6 months. So people have also told me that it's a really bad look. You look desperate, and I kind of agree. And that's even with part-time jobs. Just know I've applied to multiple companies and done that, even for part-time positions. And I got to the point where it's just like, if I see that I applied there already within the 6 months, I'm not going to do it again. Because clearly they're not reaching out. They ghosted me. To be honest, I haven't even gotten an interview. Actually, I got one interview for a part-time position. If I'm being honest, that job was, first of all, so far. It was maybe a 40-minute drive on a good day. Part-time, so there would be days that I would probably only work 3 hours. And only gave, I think, it was like $11 to $15 an hour. Which, once again, not complaining about. That's not the part I'm complaining about. The pay for a part-time position, I understand, but the drive, it wouldn't have made sense. All my money would have went to gas. And that's another thing I'm also dealing with as well. It's like, okay, yes, there's part-time jobs out there, but they're so far from where I live that if I apply and get the job, all my money would just go to gas. Mind you, I still got student loans I have to pay for. I have a car note that I have to pay for. I have so many things I have to pay for. And so to get a job that's across town does not make any sense. And I could see it in my mom's face, like where she gets so, it's not frustrated at me, but it is frustrated at me. And I guess the situation, and that's another feeling that's like very disheartening and very frustrating within itself. Because it's one thing to be frustrated at yourself in your own situation, but to see your loved ones or the people that take care of you be also frustrated as well. It's just like, yo, like, I promise you, and I don't want to get emotional. Oh my gosh. But it's just like, it's one of those things, like, I promise you, I am trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, and it's so like heartbreaking and defeating, especially when your family. It's one thing when like public says something, or you know, people you don't know, but your own family is starting to get like frustrating or try to have these serious talks, and it's just like, I hear you, but I can't even help myself. Like, I promise you I'm trying. I promise you I'm trying. And I feel like that's the most heartbreaking and defeating part about this time of post-grad. Because it's just like, everybody's looking at you like, oh, like, what are you doing? Like, you're just wasting time. You know, it's just like everything you feel yourself is getting amplified, and people that love you the most and care about you most, and seeing their face is just like, it just adds double amount of stress, double amount of like insecurity, and it's just like, ugh, like I want to help myself. Like, I promise you I'm trying, but life is not working out with me. It's not working out with me. And honestly, just what I'm doing right now, I cry it out, but I laugh through it too, because it's just like, I don't know what I can do. And then it's so funny because I also seen on TikTok where people were like, oh, you know, I'm my meanest when I am broke. And I understand that. I'm not going to say I'm broke now. I'll say I'm financially in between, but it gets very difficult because it's just like, yes, not having no money makes you not want to go out. You don't want to go out. You don't want to see your friends. You start isolating yourself. You don't even want to go outside because it's just like, the moment I step outside, I'm losing money out of my account. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I breathe air and $5-10 is out my account. And then isolating yourself is a whole nother thing too. Like, I have found myself in a whole lot of situations where my friends will invite me out and be like, hey, like, let's do this, let's do that, let's hang out. And it's just like, I would love to, and if I had the means to, I would, but I can't go out. They'll be like, oh, like, we don't have to go eat, we don't have to do this, we don't have to do that, just come by. And I'm like, you don't understand, like, just to come by your house, that's gas money. Like, and especially in this economy, like, everything's going up. No, I don't have gas money to come see you right now. Like, what? That's another thing too that I've subconsciously noticed, because I haven't been able to like socialize and get out the house and, you know, just talk to people. I've noticed when I'm in situations where I have to talk to people again, or I have to network, or just simply just connect, be out the house, I can't do that. Like, every time I get out the house now, it's social anxiety 101. Like, I'm so awkward, I start to stutter, and I'm losing like basic communication skills because I can't afford to go outside. And I'm laughing, but nothing is funny, because this is like actual real life and an actual real struggle. And I'm praying that I'm not the only one that understands where I'm coming from with this. And it's just, I don't know, I'm praying that there is a light somewhere in this tunnel, because this is not cute. It's getting ugly, y'all. It's getting so ugly. And I'm telling you, the only things that are keeping me sane, I will repeat it again, this channel, because at least I'm talking, I feel like I'm talking to people on the other side of this screen. God, journaling, and my support system. Truly, like, I haven't felt this type of feeling since COVID. And it's really scary, because at least with COVID, you kind of knew this wasn't gonna last forever. But this feeling is just like, yo, like, what if this is my life? Like, this cannot be my life. And it's just like, I need to get it together. I need to, like, I can't stay here stuck forever. That is the scariest feeling ever, like, that this is gonna last forever. And I don't know, sometimes I feel, to like make myself feel better, I try to talk to people who are older than me, and if they have advice, like, hey, like, did you ever have this feeling? What did you do? And just hearing their testimony and hearing how they were probably at the same spot, if not worse than me, and somehow dug their way out into a better situation, that always makes me feel better. So you guys, hey, if you guys are watching me and you're not in this current situation, put your testimonies in the comments below, please, and thank you. Like, make a girl feel like this is not gonna last forever. Even if you lie to me, lie to me. I want to hear a lie, please, because when I say I truly do not wish this part of life on nobody, and this is such like a frustrating moment in my life, and honestly, I hope that it gets better, not only for me, but for anyone who's watching this and feels the same way. You are not alone. If you just need somebody to rant to and talk to about this, my Instagram is in the description box below. Hey, text me, DM me on there, and I will truly be a friend. Like, hey girlie, we gonna be all right. Like, we could even create a support group chat if y'all really want that. But anyways, thank you for listening to my post-grad rant. I'm sorry about ranting about this again, and the tears, y'all. I did not expect to cry in this video, but sometimes, you know, it gets like that. This is real moments, real thoughts, real feelings and emotions. I'm a human at the end of the day, so hey, that's what's gonna happen. But anyways, thank you guys once again so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, my loves.